It's Saturday. We're doing a High Rock sim this morning. And we may or may not have been poisoned by Hunter.
What are you sticking in our food? Maybe some prunes?
That was the worst night's sleep I've had in my entire life, maybe.
We were battling for the bathroom. He would be in there and I'd be shimmying the door.
He's like a little cat. His little hand.
These boys are claiming took them out was a taco truck. Which you guys, if you go backdate to this Instagram video, I was eating the same taco meat on the curb happily, and look at me, I'm ready to roll. Another High Rock sim today. Extra distance. Yeah, thank you, sir. May I have another? Yet Kyle and Jake, who are both High Rocks athletes, for some reason are unable to do the sim this morning because they pooped too much last night.
This is a classic case of the very nice turtle dove that comes from the city, and then the pigeon that lives under the freeway and eats out of dumpsters. If they eat out of dumpsters every day, they start to get used to it.
Let's get some footage of what Kyle's domicile looks like. Let's see the people that live around Kyle's house.
My house is very suitable.
Next to like a crackhead highway. It's like a crackhead freeway. These like crazy junkies travel. It's like the Oregon Trail for all these nasty folk in Houston.
Little trash can fires.
Yeah.
Just covered in weeds, and may or may not be growing marijuana back there. Talking about how they should have struck it big and why they were robbed all the money they should have. Just living behind my fence. I hear these stories all the time. But you know, those people would fit in perfectly with Hunter and his taco trucks that serve you. Look, I should have known something was wrong when we got 6 tacos. If we paid less than a Chipotle. It was like 14 street meat. It was $14 street meat.
No, I pulled out a spit of chicken. I looked at it, and it was fucking pinker than a baby's fucking butthole.
If you ask George, he knows this about me. My go-to thing when I get to a new city, especially when I'm traveling, is I go straight to the street meat. And I get the downright dirtiest meat possible in the city, and I just allow my gut biome to adjust and build superpowers. So when we were over, when I was living with George, I was eating street meat at least 3 to 5 times a day.
But what happened when you go back to the States?
You know, I tried to eat street meat in south of France, and I did get a stomach parasite for like 3 months. But that was south of France. No one trusts the French.
Sooner or later,
It's the fucking French.
sooner or later, you're gonna get taken out. You live by the street, you die by the street. You know?
Just come up and cut your belly.
But yeah, yesterday was a bit of a lottery, but the only thing difference that they had that we didn't was the milk. Even though I couldn't finish my Chipotle.
And don't forget, George had a whole afternoon of rest.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget that.
Yeah. You fuckers, you did like an extra 200 meters of in fucking 1K.
Had a whole afternoon of rest, remember?
Suck it.
I just want you guys to know, Elite 15 athlete, mixed doubles athlete.
Mixed doubles. Podium athlete. No big deal.
Teamwork.
Brent, let's go.
A couple of times, I just heard one of you guys rip ass so hard. It kind of like reverberated the ceiling a little bit. You know, it was pretty powerful. Plus a little scary.
Judge a man's potential High Rocks time, just stop their gut health. World record holder. Still on the cusp of doing well, but poops his pants too often.
4th discipline. Eating well. We don't have that here. Trying to figure out what he poisoned us with, but he's very sneaky with his tactics.
How come there's an obesity problem in America? Everyone just should be shitting their guts out.
Poison my training partners.
I don't know. Made for good content.
Need the likes.
My stomach is still rumbling, but everything that was in my body is out of it. So maybe I'm lighter today. Maybe I break Hunter.
So you're lighter, plus you shave your legs. You're definitely saving like fucking 5 kilos.
I trim my legs. Don't say I shave them.
Well,
Those are trimmed.
evidence suggests otherwise. Those things sparkle in all kinds of light.
Well, that's just my Greek olive skin
No.
glistening in the crestline sun.
You're basically a Ken doll.
Look, he doesn't look like that now, does he? That's a fraud-ass bulk pony if I've ever seen one. Look at him. Get him over there. Even with that jacket, he's not that. Brewing his 2nd batch of coffee.
He just lives on sugar and coffee. It doesn't make sense.
He's like an elf. He is Elf. He's Buddy the Elf. Do you know that that's what Tekla calls you?
What, Buddy the Elf? Why?
She says when you walk in somewhere, and then I told her like how much like honey and maple syrup you had one time. She's like, he literally is not Buddy the Elf. He just doesn't have a costume yet.
And if you ate more sugar, you wouldn't poop as much. The sugar just immediately goes into the body and creates a soulful, bountiful feeling of rejoicement and power. Red meat, builder, and beta-alanine.
Breakfast champions right there.
Oh boy, should I have a little creatine too?
You should intentionally put some in that. That too.
What, do you want some of this?
Uh-huh.
In your coffee cup?
No, it's done.
It's still brown in there. It's a little dirty.
It's stained brown.
Just the way I like it. Yeah, I don't know if this beta-alanine is real. I don't get the burn anymore, so I just take so much of it.
I didn't get it yesterday when I was on the bike.
Yeah, so watch this. I'm just going to keep on loading it up. 1 for you. 2 for you. 3 for you. Today's going to hurt. 4 for you. So this is technically a lot. Oops.
Wow.
Someone's face is going to hurt.
This might be what gives you the shits.
So if you can survive the sauna, pouring hot water on it, burning the skin of your face, and survive the burn of beta-alanine, you can win a race.
And survive
The burn of your ass.
yeah, burning of your ass while you're supposed to be sleeping and running. You may be a man.
How much candy did you guys have yesterday? Because I have a bunch of that little candy, and maybe that's what helped me.
I had a Snickers.
The original flavour, I believe, cherry limeade.
Oh, G Factor.
Can't get this in Europe yet.
They can't make the flavor of cherry in Europe. They just don't know how to. You guys haven't built that level of intelligence over there.
That's an Irish thing.
Here, Colin Jake, try some of our new flavors of Builder.
Here's what I'm thinking. We'll drive down there, and the first run will be a warm-up run. We'll warm up for the first half mile. And then you got to start hard on your first station. That will give us 7 miles of running, and then we'll run 2 miles back. So that'll be 9 for the morning. High rocks. Otherwise, we're just going to be working for too long. Like a fucking 2.5 hour long workout.
You doing 8 stations? All 8?
Yeah. No. We'll just do sled pulls at the end. So we'll end up doing skier, sled pull, like push, burpee broad jump, row, farmer's carry, lunge, and then wall ball. That will all be done. And then we'll just do, everybody's got to go out and run we'll set up the sled again, and we'll just do the pulls at the end just to practice. But that will be 7 miles of running. 8 miles of running still. And then we'll come back, run 2 miles home. So it'll be 10 miles for the morning. So we'll be over 45. We'll get 55 miles this week. And then we're going to bike to Big Bear and get drunk. Because we're not pussies. This is how you win championships. Leading up to a big race, which is Anaheim, which is not a big race. Nobody really cares. But you always got to cut the edge in half because everyone gets all this tension and they're thinking too much about training and they're thinking too much about the results. And then you get drunk in the mountains with crazy people. Kind of lets it all fade away. Just some advice from the champ. Don't eat street meat. So it'll kill your training partners. Not me, but my training partners.
Oatmeal, banana, Builder.
You put Builder in there?
Oh yeah, 3 scoops. Dry scoop that.
Alright boys, shoot me straight. If I really want to get out of here in like 10 to 15 minutes, how many people can do it? Say aye. Is that no, George?
20 minutes.
It's the powder of the gods that makes your face all itchy. Stuff in pre-workout.
How does an itchy face help working out?
Probably doesn't, but makes me feel ready to go.
You're just gonna walk
In a
around with
workout.
this tucked into your shorts today, okay? Fucking banishing your fucking demon ass.
Yeah, I'd probably need that.
Beta-alanine is a lactate buffer. So Your body creates this acidic property inside of it. When you start to exercise, you feel that burn in your muscles. Eventually that just overtakes your body and you're no longer able to put out the same amount of power because your body's starting to go too acidic. So when you counteract that, you're able to push longer. The interesting thing is most people buy supplements and they take them and either they have the wrong dose in it. It's either too little to actually have an effective dose, which is 3.2 grams per dose is the minimum effective dose, or I'm up in the 6s. The other aspect is it's a loading thing. It's like creatine. Like if you take a scoop of creatine today, you're not stronger today. Like you have to take it for weeks, and over time it becomes more effective. So both of them are loading products. So first of all, read your labels. Second of all, learn how to use the product. Third of all, if you can combine the two of those things, you'll start kicking some more ass.
Got him?
No?
Hey, fucking Hunter!
Let's get the headphones.
Who's got the music for some of this?
It's on an uphill slant, which is nice. Extra quad pump. You know an uphill slant? Am I uphill on this thing? Oh.
I feel like shit.
And then who's going where first?
I'm gonna kick some ass.
All right, guys, let's hack through this. We're gonna do a warm-up mile, and we're gonna find our turnaround point. I'm gonna drop something on the road. Is our turnaround point. I'm gonna come back and immediately get onto the regular order. You're gonna be one behind me, so you're gonna start at wall balls. You're gonna be 2 ahead of me, and you're gonna be 2 ahead of him. So you're gonna start on burpees. You're gonna start on lunges, yeah.
And then I go lunges, wall balls, and back round.
Yep, all the way.
That sounds like a bag of suck. Lunges and then wall balls to open. Nice.
Let me see these sunglasses. You're going to be wearing these?
Yeah, I think so. Sponsored. Not really. I had to buy them. Damn it.
Keep messing up the last 2 are lunges.
I think you're going to do great.
I hope so.
Guys, farmer carry.
My neck needs to click, you know? It's like,
Yeah.
Farmer carry's gonna suck. Farmer carry's around the building.
okay. Is it once or twice?
Once.
And burpees, are we doing just up this and
Yeah, if I were you for burpees,
There and back, I'd say. I'd say 80 meters, like the length of the whole thing.
that's a long way. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Are you guys ready for this?
Yeah. It's gonna say 130 0 at the end of this. And that's gonna say 189 at the end of this. Not 89. All right, let's do this.
Warm up for sissies.
Ooh, that new boa flavor? Is that? New boa flavor? Nice.
Well, that was a caffeine one.
Oh shit.
That's caffeine. You should have it.
Oh, it tastes better. It's nice.
You get some in your system?
Yeah.
Yo, hit me.
All right, boys. Here we go.